welcome back to another episode of GodForge. Play with me, day 3, I think now. I think we're on day 3, no, maybe 4. Maybe 4. Yeah, I think this is actually 4. I'll tell you what. Yeah, so today we're just gonna do a quick video once again here. Gonna do some summons. Got some 28 blue shards or stones there, and then 5 purple stones and 127 green stones. So we're just gonna pop all these here, see what we get, and then I'll cover some of the updates I've done to some of my champions here. I think I've made a couple cool builds and kind of talk about some synergies that I've found and show you kind of some of the other things I've been doing here. But so we'll jump into doing the fun part, which is the summons. We'll start with the most exciting ones, which is gonna be the purple ones. So let's see if we can get a legendary. I have 198 summons there to a legendary. See if we can get one before then. Let's see here. It's being a little slow. Okay, we didn't even do the animation there, but it's okay. We got a rare. Let's see what's going on here. Some lag. Okay, another rare. I guess it doesn't matter too much on the animation. It's cool to watch, but I really just want to see what I get. That's the important part. Another rare. Another rare. And another rare. Cool. Cool. Alrighty. Let's see here. See what we do if we do the 10x here. Okay, it's gonna actually do the lightning. So let's see what we get here. Okay. We got a purple. Let's see here. I think this one's new. I think this is actually one of the ones that we need for the partnership on the other guys. So maybe we'll test out a partnership there. See what it tells me. Let's see here. So it should tell me here. Yeah, I got this guy. X-Blink. Yeah, but got that there. So a little bit of a partnership maybe. Let's see, this guy does attack down. I think he does defense down the partnership. Attacks one enemy, 50% chance to increase turn meter. Okay. Increase his turn meter by the same amount. Okay. That's not bad. Let's see, attacks all enemies. There's a higher than 50% place sleep. Okay, that's not bad. And it increases divinity by 20%. Okay, so not terrible. And then when this hero receives an attack, critical attack increases hero's turn meter by 5%. Also increases turn meter by the same amount. Okay. It says twins. So I'm assuming the war. Twin motivation. So maybe the twins in the war. Alright, let's see. Summon our 10 more. Let's see what we got here. Alright. All rares there. Let's see here. What I want to do, I think actually I'm gonna go here. Claim my refills there. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get 3 of these, I guess. Just to make it easier to do that. Alright, we got this here. Arena ticket. We don't have arena. Well, let's give me arena tickets. Alright, let's see here. Let's go back to our summons. Okay. What I'm gonna do is pop a 10, then we'll pop a 1. See what we got on the 10. Okay, all rares, which is okay. We need some food, so that works. And then let's see what the 1 is here. Okay, Wardred's actually really good. Definitely a good champion to have. We got a corrupt there, which helps us, delay debuffs or, steal the debuffs there from other champions. Got an AoE with Confuse. And then we have another AoE. If it's under Confuse, inflict extra damage. And if it's under Corrupt, decrease their turn meter. So you can get Corrupt there and decrease in turn meter, not bad. And then Enemies have 30% chance to reflect 100% damage when they're attacked by an ally, so that's going to be for the confused part, because the confused, the hero attacks a random ally. So, just some good crowd control there. Alright, let's go ahead, we'll pop these green stones here. I don't expect anything but... Okay, I got a rare already. I was going to say anything but common, uncommon, so we'll take the rare. Again, a lot of the rares are going to end up being food, which is fine. A few rares you might use, but I think overall you replace them in the actual game, especially eventually. Now in the beta here, we may end up using more rares because we only have 2 weeks. So, but we do getting some good amount of resources to hopefully speed ourselves up in the game. So. I'll say I don't plan on using that many rares, to be honest myself. So I think for the most part I will be using the epics and legendary I got. Okay, I don't know much about him. I'll have to look at some information there. Let's see here. See if we get anything that will be useful here. Lots of food, which is good, because I've got lots of experience. Here in a second, I'll show you what I've been doing. And okay, that's good for that. Okay. Let's see here. Monthly, use 280 stones. Okay, so now this isn't gonna be actually. Did I mess that up? So this is gonna give me 6 out of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, never mind. I need one more. Enhance 15 armors to the armor pieces at level 16. That's a tough one. I may be able to get that for tomorrow. The issue is I don't want to just willy-nilly get 16 pieces. I have lots of pieces, which I'm farming crazy on the I'll show you here on the workshop of Pata. So I'm doing mostly stage 5 or in stage 4. I think I did stage 4 most of the day because it's a little quicker, but also I can do stage 5 pretty consistently now. Stage 6, it jumps up quite a bit. I haven't quite, as you see, stage 6, it jumps up 2 stars. Look at that, how much it jumps up. Boom, and it's got more ascension too. So it's a big jump in difficulty. So stage 5 to 6. Now 4 to 5 isn't that bad, but stage 6 is like, whoa. So I tried stage 6 and just not quite there yet. So I've been doing a lot of that, and then I did a lot of Shrine of Hercules today to get some reds. So looking at Ares, I got him up to 5-star. I'm working on getting enough food to get to 6-star, so hopefully I'll have that by tomorrow. Ares is still a super good carry. Super good carry. I did get these two. I'm going to use them as food eventually, but I need to get them ranked up a bit as well. This guy, even though he's not Ramses, he does give acid. I haven't got Ramses yet, so I needed someone to get some acid on some of the bosses to help just make them a little faster. So overall, though, this guy has got some good place on defense, and then of course you got Lady Jacques with the bleeds. It's going to help you get the bosses down a little faster as well. So yeah, there's the twins there, Mordred. So this lady's really good. I want to highlight her. She is Nidicris. I'm gonna be terrible with these names for a long time, but I like her abilities, especially with a rare, because she gives you a steal random buff from an enemy, which I think is really good. She gives you the transfer all debuffs from this hero to the target, so that's good. But here's where she has some synergy. She transfers one random debuff from all allies to this hero, and then attacks all enemies. Increases hero's surrender for 10% for each debuff. So if you have a lot of debuffs, you can get all of them onto her, and then you can attack one enemy, transfer all debuffs. So if you can get 10 debuffs, you get basically an extra turn because it increases your turn meter by 10%. So, I mean, hopefully you don't have 10 debuffs. It's only really, I guess, 3 per other person if you're on a 5-man team, right? And that gets you to 12, so that gets you an extra turn, and then boom, they're all gone onto the next target. So I like her as a good champion to help with as a rare goes. Let's see here. I got another one of them. Let's see if the awakening's any good for him. Ignore additional resistance. Okay. Gives you some armor. Additional resistance. Attunement. Ability upgrade. Alright. Well, I'm not really worried about adding more stuff. I do have Ramses now as well. I didn't realize I must have picked him up a while ago when I was doing the blue shards. So I may end up getting him instead because he gives you some good acids as well. And a good little AoE there. Actually, I don't know who's kind of a better person to have because he gives the AoE acid, and then he gives the one attack one enemy with acid. Okay, but he gives the same thing. Attacks one enemy, chance to place acid. Okay, and then attacks all enemies, chance to extend addition curse and acid. Okay, and then this attacks one enemy, place drain. Second chance vulnerable. Target's under vulnerable and curse to activate acid on the target. Is this a better version of Ramses? They do kind of similar things-ish. Ramses does have the A2. That gives the extra chance for the 50% extended duration of... Wait, this isn't Ramses. Hang on. Hang on. There, that's not Ramses either. Where do you? There we are. God, I keep clicking the wrong one. There we go. Acid, okay. Attacks all enemies, 15%. Strong hit, 80% chance to place acid. Okay, so, I mean, you should place acid instead of extend, but I mean, still, just 2 turns. Okay, so his acids are a little better here with Ramses. And then he's got a big AoE attack here, which is maybe slightly better. So, alright, well, we'll just go with what we got. What's her awakenings do? Let's see here. Outgoing damage. Outgoing damage. And if the enemy is defeated, reduce the cooldown core ability. Okay. Just kind of checking that out. Oh, I meant to show you the, let me go back here. The build I've done. So, basically for Ares, I just kind of went and did a pretty decent build. Right now I've got him to increase strong hit chance by 7% there with good crit and good attack rolls there. Don't really have a better weapon right now, unfortunately. So I can keep increasing this one, but I think I'll stop here and see if I can fish for tonight doing the weapon dungeon a bunch and fish for a better weapon. But no, I just got my crit rate up to 81. Which is pretty okay. I could get it slightly higher maybe if I rearranged some of the gear and did the crit rate sets, but I think I like how it is here because I do have an Avenger set which helps me heal a little bit when attacking. So I think that having that set's decent. The body set, I'm one off there. If I can get a chest that will heal for 25% when I do my basic ability, so you know, that's not bad. But getting the chest, let me see here. Okay, let's see here. Chest with attack percent. Oh, crit. No, crit damage. Let's see, it's only attack. Okay, there we go. And then there's that. See, this gives me some crit rate and attack percent, which is nice. But this would give me the heal. So I kind of like having the crit percent there. So I could add that, but I think I like what I got better. So yeah, Ares is kind of just he's trucking along, smacking pretty good. He's okay crit damage, okay attack. I really just focus on crit. So, but he's been doing some good hits, and kind of what I'm proud of here is Green Knight. Now Green Knight has ability here to put retaliate on himself for his A1. So attacks one enemy 3 times before attacking, 75% chance to place a drain, so that's decent. But what I've done with the gear is I made a weapon, additional hits against the same target, increased 10% damage, so that's pretty good. And I've kind of went for him to be more of a tanky type build, where he's just going to keep hitting A1 a bunch with his retaliate. And then what I also done is made him kind of slow on purpose, so he just keeps that retaliate up as long as possible. And I put the Pengu's imprint on here that will basically steal the target's turn meter, because I have more faith and speed. So every time I do the A1 with the counterattack, 3 hits to steal 5% turn meter from the target. So that's really good. I could also make it to where it steals divinity, which I think in some fights could help. So I like the synergy of this build quite a bit. So overall, you know, I was able to push a bit more in campaign, not much more, but I did get past where I was stuck. And then I've been pushing the dungeons as well. So we'll go to a dungeon here, and let's see how I do with the level Stage 4 of Hag's Hollow. This is the team I've been using here, basically to push. I also got 35 rift keys, so gotta use those up. But you can't use those in multi-battles, you're gonna have to go through those one at a time, which is kind of a task, but that's okay. Alright, let's see here. Ares almost knocks everyone out with one go, but it's okay. We'll clean up here with that little Ramses clone. Whatever his name is again. I gotta learn all these names. Oh my gosh. But yeah. I need to do a deep dive on who's better. I think Ramses is slightly better because, you know, if you're working through the acid placement, he does a little better. So, alright. Taking some damage here. Green Knight is doing his thing. Let's see here, and he has a good old smack as well with his ult. Alright, let's see here. So this is a Hag's Hollow. Basically this fight you're knocking down the totems here, or the pillars, and then it does damage to her. And then they heal over time, and basically the name of the game is AoE. So, want lots of AoE. Which, I have some on this team. Could have more. See, Ares is really good. His AoE is actually really strong. So very excited for that. Alright, let's see. I think my game is lagging here. Let's see if it fixes itself. It's thinking about it maybe. Oh, come on. It is in beta, so we will forgive. We will forgive. Alright, let's see here. If I pause. Let's leave. Yeah. Let's try it again. Replay. Let's try it again. Alright. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, got them all the first go that time. That's nice. Now we have to deal with these here, which may be a little easier. Okay. And I think I've noticed that it defaults on auto to, if you're doing single attack, whoever the farthest left is, which is fine. But it doesn't prioritize right now like certain champions on the other team. So that'll probably be fixed when it goes to actual game. But right now it's, you know, just simple, which is fine. Alright, Ares about to come in, do, oh, he's always single attack. Alright, his next one, shoot his core then. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Alright, little smackaroos. There we go. And see if we can not get, okay. Let's doing here? I think it's going through some animations. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why this team isn't working. That's unfortunate. So I'm not gonna farm this overnight then, because that seems like it is not working. Okay. I'll leave this battle then. I'll put a bug report in for that. Alright, let's go back here then. And we'll go to dungeons and we'll just farm some of this up. I'll go to this here. Let's see, this works. Yeah. Okay. I think they're gonna be putting a patch out next week to kind of fix a lot of this bugginess and slowness, but I think they're waiting to do like just one major patch instead of a bunch of small ones to make things a little more smooth for everybody. So hopefully this is one thing they address, is getting stuff like that fixed. So, but yeah, first wave of beta, not a big deal. Not a big deal. All this can be wiped anyways whenever we transition to the next beta. So this is really just for funsies. To learn and have fun. Alrighty, let's see here. So going to, yep, attack, okay. Alright. No acids or bleeds, that's unfortunate, but we'll get there. It's kind of why I put him on this team, is just to help get this guy down a bit faster. Because he's taking about 4 minutes a run right now on this stage here. Yeah, but we'll get there. Go on acid. No acid. Darn it. It's only a 30% chance, I think, to place the acid, so not likely to hit, but if it hits, it helps. Alright. Nope, no acid again. It's okay. Take an AoE hit there. Hopefully Green Knight will get his retaliate up, so when we take those AoE hits, it's going to help decrease the boss's turn meter a little bit, which will make this a bit easier to deal with. Alright, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a slow fight. Probably still got a couple minutes till we knock it down there. If I can get some acids, that would help. Or some poisons, whatever you want. It's called acid in this, but get some passive damage on the boss here. Bleeds aren't really stacking either. They're sticking at 1. So get the roll up. That's good. Take a little extra damage from the debuffs. I don't think I went a single acid on this guy yet. But I don't know. My accuracy's in the 70s or 80s, so it could be higher, but I just don't have the resources, or don't have the right gear. I don't want to use up all my gold on not so good gear. So let's see here. Here he's doing his best there to give us some chunks, but alrighty. We gotta watch the this meter here with the boss. When that gets full, we'll do a pretty good attack. So hopefully we can get him down before then, because he could almost wipe us. I think I've seen it go off a couple times, and Ares usually survives and can try to finish it off. But yeah. I'm not even sure if Green Knight's turn meter steal is working, but that's okay. I'm trying to look at the bar a little closer whenever he attacks, but It doesn't seem like it's going down. So I don't know. Oh, I got an acid finally. There's one. We'll take it. Alright. And he activated it with his A3, it looks like. Or, yeah, A3, yeah. So, which is fun. I bet him and Ramsey's together would be good for the acids. Because he's going to activate them, and Ramsey's going to put them on a little bit faster. I wonder if that would be better than having Lady Jacques in here. Might try that. May try that. Just to see what happens. It would be more consistent with the acid. And the bleeds, I don't think are doing too much. Oh, there's a good smack by Aries. Okay. Alright. Let's see. So far, right almost 5 minutes to do this. 4 minutes, 47 seconds, 46 seconds, whatnot. Alright, let's see what I get here. Alrighty. Got a chest with attack. Alright. No crit, no speed. Token of Valor. How many Token of Valors I got at this point? Let's see here. I can go over here, I think, and look in my bag. Token of Valor, Token of Valor, Token of Valor. 16.62. That's not terrible. I've got 35 of these expert keys I gotta use, and then 35 of these apprentice keys. So I'll probably work on that tomorrow. I got some books here, which I think I'm gonna end up putting in Aries, I guess. But I kind of was waiting to see if I get another legendary. Because Aries is books. I don't know. I don't feel like you need them. Like if you go to the upgrades, you get a little bit more damage there. Right? You get more damage. Effect chance is higher a little bit for the, I guess the strong hit. And then this lowers the divinity. This has to lower the cooldown by 1, which is good. I do like that. But that's the only thing I really love about putting books into him. It's a little more damage, but not a ton. I don't think it adds up, I guess. But this cooldown's pretty good to get down to 3. So I have the books to do it. I got 5 books, I should say. Books to get to 5. I can't get to the cooldown, even if all of them went here. Of course, it's RNG, so you don't know where it's going to go. But yeah. Okay, well, I think that'll do it for this episode. Just kind of showing you what I've done behind the scenes a bit today. When I could, I haven't really had much time to play, to be honest. So, but kind of left some dungeons running and got some things done there. Let's see here. I do want to see. So I ran a lot of dungeons today on the promotion. Yes, I got 3.61 million on the XP from running dungeons and stuff today, which is great. So overall, it's good. I'm trying to get him to 6 stars, so gotta get the food up, but we'll get there. We'll get there. He'll be my first 6 star for sure, and then I can start working on maybe Green Knight or Quetz next. So okay, well, I am going to end it here, and thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Again, I really like the build I did with Green Knight here. I think that if it's working, which I think it is, it's a pretty clever build to help with some of the bosses. So, and then too bad we didn't get anything with the summons. It's more exciting when you see these and you get you get something out of the summons, but we'll get there. I don't think I'll make the 126 or 193 though, so hopefully we get it before then. Alright, we'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.